The first order of business once we left Glacier National Park was to get a nice bowl of pho, a Vietnamese beef soup, to warm us up on a cold, rainy day. We were happy to be staying in one place with our local host via Boondockers Wecome.
We're at an RV shop called S&S here in Kalispell. So we got our levelers finally checked and fixed. It was a quick wiring issue that they were able to address. We also got a couple of things addressed on the rig, including the fuse for our inverter that I jerry-rigged with a smaller amp fuse for now, up until we actually got here. I wanted them to replace that. We got the part earlier, and we also wanted to get the oil change for the generator. I don't think it's been changed on this rig since it was purchased. It's very low hours or usage hours at about 12 hours right now. So usually you change the Cummins RV generator around 20 hours, I think, for the first one, and then it's 50 hours after that. So we're good for another 50 hours hopefully on this. And then we had some caulking done as well around the countertops and the bathroom shower and all that stuff. So all in all, it's a little bit over 2 hours of labor and some materials. So it wasn't bad considering everything is ready to go again on this rig. Tested out the levelers, and they're working out great. I've been really happy with the guys here. They work fast, so everything is working great. So looking forward to more adventures on this rig, on this RV with George and with the family. Check you guys out later. So after we got our RV fixed at S&S RV repair shop, we grabbed some pizza, and now we are taking a hike. It's a 3.2 mile hike. It's called the Notch Trail. It was about 7 miles from where we were in Kalispell. I think it's called Heron Park, Herron. So we're just gonna go check it out.
Hi.
Say, mommy. Doesn't that look like a bear? Right there.
Come on, out in That's a falcon. Yeah. I found a falcon. You can tell by the wings because they're kind of.
We've been here in Kalispell for about 4 days now, 3 nights. We've been boondocking at a Boondockers Wecome spot. He has several spots actually for RVers. A nice gentleman, nice couple that accommodated us for several days. Now we are going to be heading to Pablo. While we were here in Kalispell, Kalispell is, by the way, it's great. It's surrounded by all these mountain ranges. So we took a hike yesterday. We got some stuff done on the RV, which we've been needing to, including the leveling jacks. We also got some pretty cool signs. I'll be including them on this video. Signs for the RV, as well as like thank you cards and little note cards, as well as stickers. Check out these cool stickers. How about that? Now we're gonna head out to Pablo. We're staying at an Indian reservation tonight. And we're gonna try to refill our water supply on the way down there. Yes, we're still in Montana. I think we've been in Montana for 2 months now. But I think we have another night, and then we're going to after Pablo. Where are we going? Missoula. That's still Montana? All right, so we'll be in Montana for about 4 weeks.
People's Center in Pablo, Montana is a cultural center and museum for the Salish, Pandaray, and Kootenai tribes. The center features artifacts and exhibits that reflects the heritage, history, and culture of these tribes, A woman showed us how she was making beaded jewelry and what she was working on. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation Visitor Center has interpretive exhibits where you can learn about elk, their habitat, and the organization's conservation efforts. Highlights also include an impressive display of trophy elk mounts, along with a gift shop and an outdoor walking trail. They also happen to have Kids Day, where we met a toucan who loves blueberries. Kids were able to catch and release trout from a small pool, and we hiked on a nearby trail in hopes of spotting elk.
Digest those, or eagles and hawks can do. So their pellets actually have like complete skeletons.
And so you guys want to see how he can see? Okay. Kind of. It can't see like our eyes. It doesn't see shapes and colors. But if you guys look up towards the lights and close your eyes, and then move your hand in front of your face. Do you guys see that shadow? Yeah, so that's what his eye does. So it doesn't see shapes and colors, all it sees is shadows. So if he was asleep on a branch and a big hawk flew by, he would see that shadow, wake up and go, something's above me, and he'll run away.
What's that?
This is Slick. He is a tiger salamander.
But he's a cool guy. Did you know that he's actually poisonous?
That's why you're not.
So I could actually hold him as long as I'm really gentle, but if something were to grab him or he got hurt, he would get scared, and then he makes this poison come out. So he'll take his tail and he whacks it back and forth, and it squeezes this milky poison out, and then he rubs it all over his body, and if the animal keeps trying to eat it, it'll get in its mouth and it tastes really bad as well. But that's why he's so bright yellow. He's saying, hey, don't mess with me.
Make sure you hold it up high so she doesn't slip off my hand. Good job. Nice. This is Zima. She's a keel-billed toucan.
Zima?
Yeah. What they were getting into. When they got her, luckily they realized something was really wrong, and they contacted us. Trouble perching on it and gripping, so she mostly sits on her ankle here. So we worked really hard to get her healthy. She has been with us for almost a year now. Oh yeah. Careful, don't fall
She's
off.
also good for hair grooming.
Yep. She likes anything that looks like little berries.
Oh my goodness.
She's very playful.
Or no, like.
We're at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. They had a kids' day today, which just ended. We caught about 15-20 minutes of it. We are now hiking through their little trail around the building. So the girls were able to see some live animals, including an owl, a toucan, what else? A salamander, and now and me. So at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, they talk about conservation of the land here as well as hunting. They have a huge heritage in hunting. So they have a good balance between conservation and hunting. We're at a cookie shop in Missoula, and it smells like heavenly in here, as Caroline would say, heavenly. And so we got a turtle cookie. We're about to devour this guy right here.
whatever is in your imagination. Wherever you want. You will, you make it better. Go.
Where is it gonna be? Oh, the pressure.
After exploring downtown Missoula, we headed to our harvest host, Big Sky Brewing Company, where we enjoyed a beer tasting and set up for the night along with several other RVs.
Right now, everyone is on electronics. Papa's watching football. Mommy's on her phone. Jasmin's playing Minecraft. And I'm just sitting here being bored.
Wait, you have an electronics too.
Fort Missoula Regional Park gave us insight on Missoula's military background and history. Fort Missoula was established in 1877 to protect settlers from the Native Americans. Then in World War II, Fort Missoula housed an internment camp for Italian POWs, as well as Japanese Americans arrested after the bombing at Pearl Harbor. Visiting this fort sparked a good critical conversation about colonization, immigration, and internment camps.
We're climbing a fire tower. This is all wooden. This is a pretty small fire tower. It's not that high. Can you go inside?
Hey!
The Slide Rock Mountain Fire Tower, which was dismantled and brought here to be put on display. It was around during the early 1900s as a fire tower and lookout tower for any low-flying planes in this area.
We loved visiting Montana. We got off to a good start in Miles City when we stayed at Tongue River Winery. Then we learned about Meriwether Clark and Sacagawea's stop at Pompey's Pillar, where Clark etched his name in rock. After, we got to know Billings, Montana for a week as we got our transmission fixed. We then crossed the border briefly into Alberta at the Waterton Lakes National Park, the Canadian side of Glacier National Park. Then we explored one breathtaking scenery after another at Glacier National Park. We then regrouped in Kalispell and finished our Montana experience in Missoula to wrap up our 1-month detour in beautiful Montana, the Big Sky country state. Next stop, Idaho.